Hello, my name is Jakob, and on this hot summer day, I have sandwiched myself with a guitar between a amplifier and a microphone. Today, we're gonna talk about the ENGL Ritchie Blackmore signature amplifier, which I bought the other day. It was only 500 euros used, and I thought that was quite a steal. If you know anything about my channel at all, like those 10 people who might do that, I'm a huge Opel fan, and I got the Laney VH100R, which is behind me, because it was allegedly used on Blackwater Park and Deliverance. And those who know a little bit about ENGL amplifiers might be aware that the ENGL Ritchie Blackmore was based off the ENGL Savage 120. And so when I saw it for sale, I thought to myself that it would be a worthwhile purchase, especially for the price, to see if it gets anything close to the Savage tones that are on Blackwater Park and whatever. Motherf... So my first impressions when I plugged into this amplifier were not good. I couldn't get a good sound out of it. And that's because I was using my other Paul Reed Smith guitar, which is equipped with a HFS pickup, which is a very, very hot pickup. HFS stands for hot, fat, and screaming. And I play a lot of chords with minors and with nines and sixths and whatever they're all called, um, across many, many strings. And with this high output pickup, the gain just totally collapsed onto itself. And then I saw a demo by a YouTube channel called Session in German, where they were using a Strat. And then it kind of dawned upon me that Ritchie Blackmore is a Strat user. So the amp is designed to handle low output pickups. And it's also designed to handle sort of more thinner sounding instruments, which is why I brought out this CE22, because it is a very bright instrument. It's a bolt-on guitar with a fat maple neck. And in the bridge, I have the Seymour Duncan full shred, which also has this like high frequency MIDI peak and not like an insane amount of low end. And the moment I plugged this guitar into this amplifier and I triggered the settings and the knobs a little bit, I got a sound that basically made me go from wanting to immediately sell the amplifier to think that, yeah, I might keep this around for a while. Like, maybe I'm not that busy getting a Savage. Like, this for the price and everything. It's a very good amplifier. So I think that this amp takes a slightly thin sounding signal, and it just adds a ton of undertones and overtones, like in a very good high, as a good high gain amp should do. But one thing that I really like about it is that, like, it just sounds huge. It just sounds huge, even on these like fairly like sparse chord. Like if I'm just playing like a single note, it sounds huge. It sounds fantastic. But if I play more notes, it doesn't completely disintegrate the signal. It stays harmonically rich, and as many guitar amps do, and my Laney do the same, that when you throw a lot of notes at it, it just creates this like cloud of harmonics, which is very pleasant to use. And that's fantastic when you play music in a opus style, because like this part from Bleak, it just sounds like it just takes me away. It just takes me in a very nice and happy and dreamy place. And this amp is like super touch responsive. Like here's it. First of all, the gain, you never put that particularly high up. It's at 9 o'clock right now for the lead mode, and I'm on the highest gain setting of the amp, which gives me and if I turn it up to noon, it doesn't sound any better. It like there are more harmonics. It sounds a little like fatter, but it starts to become this like puffy, boosty kind of thing. So just keep that gain low. Right. So the amp is super touch responsive, and it reacts really well to the volume. This is with the volume not full on. And it just has this sort of good crunchy sound. But if I turn it up, sounds really tight and nice. So right now we've been exploring like the high gain channel on the amp, and we can back it all the way down to the clean channel. So it's a sort of, I mean, some people say that there's something called an ENGL clean, and I think that this amp has that clean, surprisingly, being made by ENGL. So, yeah. Sounds good. Anyway, that was a clean channel, and by the magic, which is video, the gain is now on full. So let's listen to some full gain on the the clean channel. That's kind of crunchy, but it's not like the best crunch you would ever have. Again, the EQ is shared between all the channels, or like all the modes. So there's a clean, a gain, low gain clean, high gain clean, low gain, high gain, or lead, whatever. And I don't know. It's not a big deal that the EQ is shared because I think it sounds pretty good. There's also a bright switch on the clean channel, which I have no idea whether it's in or out right now. So let's try to change it. Yeah, this is definitely the darker option right now. So if we put the clean gain back to around noon, which is where it sits fine, then we can add some extra gain. Not my favorite sound ever. Sounds okay. It's very dry, and it's so dry that I couldn't tell in the beginning whether I was in the neck pickup or the bridge pickup. That's a bridge. And that's the neck pickup. It's now fairly high up on the neck, so it's more audible, but just sitting down with the amp starting to play the guitar, it's so dry that you can definitely play riffs on the neck pickup, which I think is kind of cool. But sonically, I'm not blown away by this. Let's move up one more gain stage to the lead channel in the low gain mode. Something starts to happen, and like I think this is like the high gain mode is definitely where the amp sits best in my ears, or rather the lead mode. I'm sorry, blah 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 blah. Because I'm sitting here, and even though like now we're in the second highest gain mode, I can still get these like nicely textured, like not overly gainy sounds. Of course, my gain is very low, so we can turn up the gain till noon. And it's like on the bridge pickup, full on distortion, but on the neck, kind of like in between land, should add that I have the contour button in. I think the contour button is like a sort of a negative feedback for the low end. It's like a power amp thing, and adds a bunch of bass. And there's a similar button on my Laney. I don't like it pushed in on my Laney, but I prefer it pushed in here on the Blackmore. So let's go back to the lead channel on high gain. All right. I want to keep this video like digestibly short, so I think we're gonna round off here. This is a nice amp. I look forward to using it in my own recordings, and I hope that this was useful to you. Any final words? I'm like, if I was to like rate this amp, I would say that's like a maybe like 3.5, 4 out of 5 stars. Is it versatile? Yes. It, it it doesn't necessarily like give you a wide array of sounds, but the sound that you do have is very touch sensitive, very cutting. I can't get like what I would call like a classic Marshall sound out of it, and it is a very, very, very dry amplifier. I think the clean channel is it's nice, and I think it would probably take pedals well. I think that if this was if I only had this amplifier to record an entire album, I'm not sure I would be super happy unless I was doing something like more classic heavy metal stuff, or maybe power metal, so on. I really like what it does, but like if I had to pick between this and Villaney, I would probably stick to Villaney because I feel like Villaney is a little bit more versatile. However, this like Ritchie Blackmore amplifier is it's really nice, and I'll keep it around for a while and use it in some recordings. Anyway, this has been me for today. Thank you for joining in, and see you soon. Some people have requested more videos of my Laney, so I'm gonna try and work on that fairly soon. And I'm also working on my own music. Hopefully, I will have something more to say about that in the coming weeks. So, thank you for now. This has been Jakob with the ENGL Ritchie Blackmore.